My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I'm Arachir Galadurthan, the head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer, and welcome to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as the Easterlings of Rhûn. We are at the point at which we are soon to really finish Dorwinion off. Quite the contrary to our Breland campaign, where of course in yesterday's episode, Rhûn were defeated. The AI dealing with Rhûn without any assistance from myself. So here we are as Rhûn. We have Dagan the Chivalrous with a small army that is going to die against Vine Lord Swain in an attempt to take Othelbed from the wine lovers. In the east, Khan Margos the Kind has held the Bridge of Rhubar without having to fight once, and the dwarves are already retreating north of the river. And Nizar has landed on this coast, and he's going to head up to Skarn to teach the dwarves a thing or two. Other than that, we're doing alright. We're getting an army around our heartland, which has got some slightly more elite units coming along with it. And that will move up to Karasant to join with our great leader, Lokhan Rukar the Chivalrous, and his second-in-command, Karf. And they will be crossing the river here and heading for Bursagath. Rukarmund will remain garrisoned until such a time as we know for sure that we don't need a holding location. Dorwinion are probably not going to... If we lose here, I doubt Dorwinion will then chase us to Burdo and Arrakis. It's not worth it for them. And Mordor being this close, it really isn't worth it for them. They will come for Rukarmund. And when they do, we will stand ready atop this castle walls and rain flaming hell upon them. Because it hasn't happened in this version, you're not actually going to see it. But going forward, it's very much gained assent that the forces of Rhûn in future versions of the game will be the only nation that use fire arrows. But not in the way that you know them. There's much to be worked out about it, but basically we are going to go with the idea that runic archers use as standard fire arrows. They will do as much damage as a normal arrow, and it will give Rhûn a really strange archer boost indirectly to go against the armor-piercing arrows of Dale. But we need not worry about this for the moment, for Vine Lord Swain, in his vanity, has attacked us, allowing us the defensive stance. Now, he comes with 2 units of mounted Thorn crossbowmen. They do kind of need a better name, don't they? It's really a... I don't know. Thorn... there's already a Riders. I don't know. Other than that, his army's not that great, to be honest. It's very, very average. Captain Bregla brings, again, just sort of average troops. But we will hope to beat them out. In other modding news, obviously almost every single comment is in agreement, but most importantly, the modding team is in agreement. The fort units are going to be removed. The 3 human ones are going to get cut out of the game, and the 2 orcish ones are going to get cut out of the game. Which leads me to then wonder why we added them in the first place. And it was, of course, because they represented just 3 standard rebel units that you could use almost anywhere. And we wanted to just make the rebels more... to come into the game a bit more. But really what we probably should have done way back then is just said, you know what, screw it. Let's just axe rebels altogether. With 5 completely free unit slots available to us, we can be a little bit more free in our assignment of new units. So that's what we would hope to do. Actually, why don't you go there? You go there. You go there. I have not got a clue what they're saying. And whatever language it's in, I've just done it a grave injustice. Get right up behind them. Now the crossbowmen, I am actually thinking we might try and do our standard flanking attack. So at the minute we'll keep them out of the battle and we'll get them into a position where they will actually do something. Oh, I forgot about you guys. You can go there. General's bodyguard. Sammy. Oh dear. So the fort units are going to go. They will no longer be a part of the game. They will be replaced, as I say, across the board with faction-related units instead. Well, when I say that, we don't know where they'll go yet, but 5 units will be created somewhere along the way, I imagine.
Our foe brings more men to the battle.
Feel free to fire at will, lads. I mean, come on. Yeah, those ones that are coming to the battle, actually, that's probably what our cavalry can go and do. The entire cavalry contingent. You guys head over there. You'll be moving off. So with the fort units going, that includes the orc ones, as I say, and with... what else was going to be changed? So the fort building will also go. But what we've then sort of thought about doing, to further enhance the aspect that castles are military and towns are not military, I had heard some people suggest that we go for the stainless steel / I think possibly vanilla approach, whereby only your professional units come from castles and towns can only get militia style units. But I'm not all for that. I'm really not for that. A castle is a primarily defensive structure rather than a military mustering ground. Like, yes, we are creating... we are giving it so that castles hold more importance in relation to military troops. But your military forces would come from all over. They'd go to camps out in the field to train. It wouldn't be specific to castles, and I don't like the idea of limiting it like that. But what I do like the idea of is just further enhancing the idea that the castle is better militarily. So not that you absolutely need to get a castle, which is what the other path would do, but just so that if you do go for a castle, you know you're going to get slightly better exchange rates, if you will. So the thinking at the moment is to take the militia units out of the farms, which is the building that currently recruits them, and in a castle they would come from the main castle building, which would mean that upon immediately capturing a castle, you, subject to culture, would have access to your militia units straight away. And in a town, we would add in a new early tier version of the barracks that's available in arguably a village, because that's where you get farms. So it would be available immediately, even in villages, but it would cost slightly more than the farm does currently, and it would train your militia troops. So it would mean that in a town, if you want to get military troops, you've had to actually go for military buildings. Whereas before, you could get military troops by merely building your own farmlands, which is a bit of an unintended boost, I suppose. I mean, the farm is a good one for it to go on, because it's suggesting that now that your town is really getting an economy behind it, it would start training militia. But instead, we're hoping to go for the path whereby if your town really wants to go militarily, if it really wants to get troops, you've actually got to focus a specific building to get your troops. And this, as I say, would just make itself known in the form of another barracks in the earlier tier. Alright. I don't know which one I told to go where, but split yourselves like that. Oh, bugger. But this is where we really want to focus. Look at this coming in over here. Mounted Thorn Crossbowman. Balhoff! Stand ready, you will be needed. So do note that the fire arrow that we hope to give to Rhûn will literally just be a normal arrow. Except it will have the animation of... it will have the fire sort of animation. Which will give it that... but I would say... I don't actually know if fire arrows do have an insta-death feature attached to them. I just think that when someone dies by a fire arrow, rather than a normal arrow, they set on fire. I don't think it actually comes with a small percentage chance to one-hit kill anyone.
The enemy's general lies dead.
Oh, no way!
Men can sense their doom upon them.
Swain just charged into a catapult blast. Oh, everything's going well. No one on defense. Charge out. We'll break them almost immediately now. They're not going to have any of it now that their leader's just died. Back into it. You guys feel free to run away. They're routing. The paladins have still attacked, but they are... shouldn't be too much more of a threat. He says, hoping that that was going to cause a rout, which it doesn't seem to have done. What a bugger. Should have held true to the line, and our crossbowmen are not being used. I mean, we did get some routing. Come on, crossbowman. Go on. You absolute buggers. Why are you so slow? I think my... Oh, no, we are getting routing in certain places. And our siege equipment is doing a job. Where's Nizar? Hit the Swain many times in the back. Where's our other unit of cavalry? 18 of them over here. Not doing anything.
Only half the enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight.
Everybody hit those bowmen. You have Daratai in there not doing really anything. Crossbowmen here not doing too much. It's their archers.
Behold our worthless foe. See how their general turns tail and flees like a whipped dog.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, cavalry over here. Let's get you into position. Nizar, hit those bladesmen.
Enemy are badly bloodied.
Ran out long ago.
They've lost half their men.
Mounted thorn crossbowmen are running. How are our cavalry here doing? No, you guys go for those bowmen. You chase them down.
Victory is well within our grasp.
Yeah, we are going to win, aren't we?
Our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
They're running. They're running. Got mass sort of routing. Vogir has now also died. Yeah, it's going to be over. There's still some thorn crossbowmen alive, but...
They run like children. Scour them from the field. Victory is well within our grasp.
81%, we need
Will
more.
surely see this and lose heart.
Capturing most of these archers up here, though, will turn the numbers to 88, but a lot of them will have already gone. But we killed the generals, that's the most important factor. We haven't actually technically won yet.
Like
There we are. 1,000 of our number died.
Let all the poets write of this most wondrous triumph.
This is not a wondrous time. Nizar killed more than anyone else. Daratai clansmen got the rest. I can't believe we won that. I can't believe we won that. Well, I suppose he did have poor units, and he did stupidly attack us. Being on the defensive gives you a huge boost. Now, with that out of the way, something I did want to say. I note that various people have written sort of accounts of various videos of mine. And I appreciate all that these people have done. I've read many, if not all of them.
I have children to feed.
And they are entertaining. But I will go on record now as stating that none entertain me as much as Knight of the North. Now, Knight of the North has been writing various accounts of my Breeland videos. I believe he's written 3, tops 4. If he's written 4, I think I might have missed one. I'm fairly certain there's only 3. So there's 3 across the 11 so far episodes, and they are excellent. If you have seen the episode and then you read the account, it brings a life. It brings a life to, or I could change that grammatically to, it brings alive the episode itself. It adds personalities and features to what is essentially just a name and a picture on the screen. And they really have bowled me over. I absolutely love them. And I heartily recommend that you, if you can, have a read of them as well. I have pinned every one of his messages where I can. And I enjoyed the one from yesterday's video so much, I wanted to make a note of it. I wanted to say out loud. If you're wondering, I'm pretty sure that's Turin Tarumbar killing his friend, which is why he looks so distressed. His friend is called Beleg, which means great or mighty in Sindarin. So do have a read of Knight's account story, if you will. It's so good. His writing style is really good, and I wanted to just say that, to be honest. Favoritism indeed, but there we are. I appreciate, as I say, that many people have written these sort of semi-accounts, and whilst they are all entertaining, Knights have really won me over. Right, I'm going to go to time 6 while we smash down the gates.
We are through the enemy's walls. Let him who defies us lay in peril.
Come on, bring it down, bring it down!
Our enemy's gates have fallen. We are through the enemy's walls. Let him who defies us lay in peril.
Give me an amazing shot, come on. No. Oh, could this be the one? No. Oh. Oh. No! The ballista bolts now fly. Flames coursing through the air, bringing the death of the gods. Oh, that sound. Oh, the catapult flies in behind. Oh, yes! Easterling defenders, flames. Flames and death take thee. Oh, that man on his own, just strolling along, not thinking anything about his day, and then boom, his death comes. They are absolutely slaughtering that Eastling Defender Battalion. Change focus. Come on. Do as you're told. Oh, they've fanned out. Another good shot there. Now we're down to just the ballistae. You, come with me. Take the Balkoth as well. Now our archers are in position. Where are you going? Oh, trapped on the bloody... Shoot those so you don't have to do the arcing shots.
We have taken the walls. It is time we captured this place.
Balkoth, straight down the middle.
Victory is well within our grasp.
Get those crossbowmen, or at least take the flak while our real forces arrive. Oh, Jesus, no, that was a really bad idea. Go this way. Once the crossbowmen are in melee, they're useless, basically. Stop what you're doing. Elites, push down that side.
The enemy's
hit them in the flank.
Dead. Now his men can sense their doom upon them.
The silver mail and purple colouring of Dorwinion, whilst regal and noble, stands today as nothing more than a mere Fly in the path of the might of Rhûn. The dragon has come for the Rhûnian. And their end is nigh. But they do look bloody good, don't they? It'll be an absolute massacre. Crossbowmen are really poor in battle. Once they can't use their crossbows. And especially against the Aryalad. Knight, if you're listening, given that I'm pretty sure you came up with the name, how in your mind do you say the word Aryalad? Because I immediately saw it as Aryalad, but then as I say that out loud more and more, I realise that there's no way that could be Aryalad. I'm adding letters and sounds in that just don't exist. So I'd be very interested if you could spell out, or the next time we speak on Discord, if you could just tell me what you think it is. For now, I think I'll settle on Aryalad.
Our men have taken control of the city.
Oh, he's very excited about that, isn't he? Our men have taken control of the city. It matters not. The last man goes down. Oh, a big hammer blow from this gentleman. Twice. Shutting down the defence of Othelbed.
Both righteous and well deserved. It cannot be said otherwise.
We take back the town. 21. My word. Oh, I didn't check. Oh, that was the day of the catapult. And I didn't check. Bugger. I'm also a bit of a conundrum because I've not got a clue what I'm going to do for tomorrow's video. I'd love to do Warhammer again, to be honest, and I might. There's a strong chance I will. But I like to vary it. And I just haven't played Edain.
Your faith and courage have triumphed.
Edain, sorry.
Victory!
Whereas, because ideally I'd like to do that, but I've not played one, and I don't know if I'll have time tomorrow. Oh, decisions, friends, decisions. Throw one of those in there. We don't really need the money at the moment. We need to hold the town. Norway comes.
On the field of battle.
He comes alone. Your people are already lost to you, Norway. Rohan and Lothlorien are allies, and Linden and Umbar have declared a truce.
Yes, noble master.
And given that the dwarves don't seem to be doing anything about it, we're going to go with them.
At once.
You're going to come in from the south, and Nizar, you're going to come in from the west. And together! Oh, I kept calling the other guy Nizar, didn't I? He's not, is he? He's Dagan, of course. Foolish. Bloody foolish. Yeah, you can get a practice range, I suppose. Baron-Aricus doesn't need anything. Just saying that word can be such a mouthful. Is our reinforcing army ready? Yes.
How may I serve? Orders.
Take the bark off.
How may I remark?
To Strondos, then.
Like the weary camel, now we must rest. Orders.
Oh, we'll pick up the rest of the army. Oh, I'll sit in the port for now. You're safe in ports.
Like the weary camel, now we must rest.
You can't give me anything, and you are about one turn away from being a bigger city, which is nice. You can't really do out here either. Have you got any room? No, you haven't. Have you got any room? No. We've got 3 units there, but we don't really need 3. Well, you can build a boat. I'll take another boat. We're making 8 grand. Jesus. Norway comes alone for Rhûn. Oh, you can get a boat too. Yeah, go on then. In the turn. End all turns. Dorwinian. Still clinging to life. Sending ships to assail our ports. Can you not see? Your uncle is wearied by your malcontent. Your warmongering. Replace the word uncle with great and illustrious overlords. Yes, please. I'll take that in Elgar. And we have successfully blockaded a port. Oh, 2 units of ballistae. Oh, wow. Hold on. Our capital's Elgar. Oh, we lost Temujin's glory, didn't we? Yeah, I forgot about that. Have we got 5k? Probably not. I'm going to do it anyway. Strondost is now our capital city. It's a bit more central, and it's likely to be far more defensible. I'll take the crossbowmen, and then you guys will be ready in 2 turns. Brilliant. Two units of ballistae right over there where we don't have any use for them. What brilliant joy is this? Dismount your troops for now. Go and stand in there. Can you retrain if you go in there? Oh, bloody hell, yeah you can. From the armourer, the blacksmith. Is it the blacksmith or have you got a Dragon's Wrath guild? Alright, before we end the tab, we must remember to go there and line up those retraining. No! Oh, I misclicked. Oh dear. Well, I mean, we'll get an extra turn, but sometimes though, don't you feel that you just spend ages dilly-dallying over ending turn for fear of getting this right, getting that right? We should have banned the Tyranids. There you go, Wraith Walker, I said it. Yeah, I'll take Skarn. We're already en route.
Yes,
Stand together. No, yeah, you go all the way over there. Come in from that side. You come in from that side.
We close for battle.
Catch it in the crossfire.
Orders. Course set.
How may I serve? Demand.
We
Head
must
over
anchor
there.
until morning.
You can only get 2, but still, that's 2 more than nothing. What else are we doing? Othelbed. No, Coruscant! Yes! The red walls of Rhûn rise. And we can get a Mason's Guild House. Yes, please. Makes everything cheaper. See, this is a standard vanilla town on the battle map, which is why it allows you to build Baluster Towers. And the forces of Khand now join us in full. We get Marauder Cavalry. We get Nomad Horsemen. We've already had Nomad Horsemen. And we get Nomad Warriors, Nomad Axemen, Variag Horse Archers, Brotherhood of the Lance, Brotherhood of the Axe, Variag Warriors, Brotherhood of the Sword, and Brotherhood of the Bow. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hold on, mate. That's loads of Khan's army. Why can you train so much of Khan's army? And the answer is because Khand is one of our least played factions. It has one of the fewest things going for it. And to bring it into the game a bit more when you're playing as anyone but Khand, we've given it to Rhûn, Harad, and Mordor. How much money do we make? About 8 grand. Train the lot. We can get an entire army of Khandish-related forces. And we will. Also, the army that we've made here is actually so darn good. We could probably make it an army on its own. Not really need much from here. And head off, so... But Rickamond will remain as garrisoned as it currently is. You're going to head up... Oh, bugger off!
It will be an honor.
What the hell are these? Vari bloody shadows. Oh, that's so annoying. How can he get caught like that? Well, they're going to attack him. And he may well die. Alright, Dorwinian, I'll offer it to you again.
We shall listen to your proposal, but do not expect much. I must say...
Why do you hate the option of that so much? I have absolutely walked all over you. You are going to die. Accept the ceasefire already.
Orders. Orders.
Bloody fools.
Can you not tell friend from foe?
Closing to engage.
Clear defeat. We have 2 ships. What are you
must
chatting?
anchor until morning. Orders. Orders. Orders.
Orders. No, I've gone to Scotland with that one, haven't I? Orders. End the turn. Our armies assemble. Our armies march across the plains unhindered. None can now stand before the might. Oh, bugger, my general's outside of my town.
It is a siege.
Where the bloody hell has he come from? Oh, for Christ's sake. King Gloin. King Gloin. Look at your army. Warriors, axe throwers, axes of Erebor, mattock warriors, axe throwers, warriors, axe throwers, warriors, stiffbeard scouts, more mattocks, only 2 units of militia in the entire army. Oh my god. I'm not going to fight that now. I haven't the time, I am afraid. That battle is probably going to be the entire next episode because we have got to do everything we can to kill that army. That seems to be the dwarves' very much mustard attempt to really shut us down. Ah, interesting. The king's crossbows. Ah, they just look remarkably like the Black Block crossbowmen, don't they? But that's actually just what they look like when they're upgraded. It looks a bit out of place. So I just have to save it there. Save. Rhûn battle. Save. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. Things to recap if you aren't listening. If you haven't listened, you're just here at the end. Go and read Knight's summaries of the Bree videos. There's about 3 of them. They're very good. I've pinned them wherever he's written them. The fort units are going to come out of the game. That will indeed happen. And I can't remember if I said anything else, so there we are. Oh, and Rhûn are going to get fire arrows, and fire arrows for almost everyone else will be removed. But until we speak again, dear friends, Navarna den Pedamad Melonin, and farewell.